Hello everybody, today we will be reacting to other YouTubers'
Keep them
videos.
full with Hot Pockets, premium pepperoni, real cheese, and that buttery garlic crust. Literally built to satisfy.
Hot Pockets. Things prepared for the perfect Christmas morning. Chestnuts are roasting on an open fire. The cookies are out. The house is silent and calm. Everyone has the standard things on their Christmas list. Puppies, Nintendo Switches, for father to finally find milk. But yours is different. All your life you've loved and have been fascinated by insects. You were teased in school for catching ladybugs in the bushes, ostracized from everyone for gleefully watching the grasshoppers. You've spent years trying to repress your love for bugs, but you're finally embracing it. This year is different. You're going to ask Santa for the one thing that brings you joy in life. Ants. You tuck yourself into bed awaiting the early morning to see if your wish comes true. And as you're thinking about parenting your future ants, your eyelids feel heavy as you drift off to sleep. You don't know how many hours have passed, but you're suddenly awakened by a strange sensation. Your body is burning, flaring up, itching everywhere. The worst itching you've ever experienced in your life. What's happening? Is it a Christmas miracle? Did you finally receive the ants you were desperately hoping for? Your skin is getting more and more itchy by the second. You're in the most discomfort you've ever felt, and you feel like you're gonna cry from pain. No doubt about it. It's all over. You rip open the sheets to find, oh, it's not a whole colony of ants attacking you. It's hives. So back to me. I've never had hives until last December, and it was the worst thing that's ever physically happened to me. Around the night of the 21st, I was relaxing and playing video games on my couch. Ari was on me because it's snuggly and nice, but about an hour or so in, I started feeling itchy around my neck. So I got a dermatitis diagnosis, picked up the...
Okay guys, I don't want to watch that on the video, I'm too lazy to.
It takes boys.
Well, would you look at that? The first video I'm posting in 2017. In a year, we can look back at this video and say, we had no idea what we had coming. So another year has passed, which means we're all 1 year older, which means we're growing as people, which, this is a stretch. I didn't have a transition. As a youngster, I was prone to believing people pretty much unconditionally, as with most children. I just had too much trust for my own good. Like, oh, why would anyone have any reason to lie to me? The world is full of nothing but nice people and purity. Of course, I've grown out of that mentality and am a lot more cautious. But for a while, people could just tell me things and I just believed them. I got thinking about all the ridiculous things people put in my head that I stored as facts, and I decided to make a list of the craziest ones. And also, just letting you know, I was like younger than 7 in all of these stories. Don't worry, I didn't just find out these things aren't true like a couple months ago or anything. When I was in 1st grade, for some reason my mom told me aluminum foil is poison, and if I ever bit it, I'd die. A bit strange, but I think I know the idea behind it. Apparently, biting foil can induce a galvanic shock. Basically, if the foil comes in contact with braces, metal fillings, something like that, the metals will react with each other and create a little electric shock. But all I knew as a kid was teeth, contact with aluminum foil, death. And I was petrified. I didn't even have braces or anything metal in my mouth at the time, so nothing would have even happened if I tried it. I also remember going to school the next day and telling my friend, did you know that if you bite aluminum foil, you'll die? And she goes, I think I've bit foil before. And I was like, how do you know? Grasshoppers spit acid in your shoes. This one probably needs explaining too. I was at recess with some friends and we were running around in the grass without our shoes on. When we went back to put them on, there was a little grasshopper sitting at the bottom of my right shoe. Guys, look, a cute little grasshopper is wearing my shoe. And one of my friends goes, oh my god, grasshoppers spit acid! Get it out! And then we all start panicking at the fact there was a death grasshopper in my shoe. I looked up why she could have thought that, and it actually is a fact that grasshoppers can spit a brown liquid to protect themselves from predators. It's called tobacco juice, and even though it's slightly acidic, the worst you really can do is stain your clothes. It's pretty much harmless. But oh, dude, no. I had the image in my head of some Breaking Bad high hydrofluoric acid dissolve through everything it touches kind of meme. Also, just saying, I didn't mean the drug acid, even though that could be equally terrifying. Speaking of staining clothes, I was at lunch one day with the rest of my class, and one boy took out a bag of pomegranate seeds his mom packed for him in his lunch. A lot of us hadn't seen them before because it's a bit of an exotic fruit, so it caught some attention and we were all asking a bunch of questions about them. The boy said, "Did you know pomegranate seeds can stain your clothes and it'll never come out?" Whoa, that must be one powerful fruit. It never comes out? Never, ever, forever? Not even with the power of
OxiClean Laundry Stain Remover. It gets the toast stains out.
And then we watched the kid eat a bag of pomegranate seeds sitting sideways with the seeds on the space next to him because he didn't want to spill them on himself. Looking back, it was definitely just his mom exaggerating because she didn't want to have to deal with the stains in laundry. A sly parenting trick if I do say so myself. It's weird to think she's out there somewhere and she doesn't even realize she accidentally taught me that lesson too. This one's actually kind of common to believe, and I think a lot of people have been passing this myth around for a long time. Sitting too close to the TV is bad for your eyes. I did research on this one as well, and even though it might seem like it could be true, there's apparently no actual evidence that sitting in front of the TV is damaging to your eyes. But oh, little old Jane believed it, and you know what I did with that information? Stand directly in front of the TV. Yeah, for some reason when I was younger, I really wanted glasses. I don't know where that came from. I just liked the look of glasses and wanted them. So when no one was looking, I would go up to the TV screen and stare at it, like 1 inch away from my face. This'll get me glasses. But it didn't work, obviously. I actually have really good eyesight. Maybe standing too close to the TV will improve your vision. But yeah, I'm glad my eyesight sabotage plan didn't work because having glasses just seems like a hassle and inconvenience. Tip of the hat to anyone out there with glasses or contacts or even glass eyes that are annoyed by them. Wish you the best. We people without those things forget how good we have it. This one's a bit related because it's about eyeballs again. If you try to use your eyes to look back into your head at your brain, they'll get stuck and you'll be blind forever. It's a bit of a spin-off of the other eyeball myth of if you cross your eyes too much, they'll get stuck like that. I never believed that one, but I believe this brain one. A friend told me once that if you try to look at the back of your head with your eyes, you might be able to see your brain, and we spent the whole day trying to do it. Then, when I went home, I asked my mom about it, and she said, "Don't do that, they'll get stuck." I think I believed it so quickly because if you try, it does kind of hurt your eyes a bit because they're not really supposed to be able to look back into your head
Is this
like
on
that.
watch?
And I thought that was like your body saying, "Don't push it. This is a warning." And even to this day, I'm a bit nervous pushing my eyes to their rotation limit. I don't know how else to say it. I know it's not true, but it's still always in the back of my mind, which I'll never be able to see. And finally, the most ridiculous thing I believed. So I don't know how this happened. No one told me this. I don't understand where I went wrong here. But somehow I ended up confusing the disease tetanus with AIDS. I don't know how I did that. Back then, I didn't even know what AIDS was. And yes, I am considered a PG channel for the most part, so if you're a youngster watching and you don't know what AIDS is, your parents will explain it more in a few years. It's a disease that you don't need to worry about for the time being. Only adults should need to worry about it. So yeah, I thought tetanus was called AIDS. The disease that you can get from an infected cut was called AIDS to me. And the worst thing about it is this one time someone accidentally cut themselves on a rusty shovel, and I have the memory of saying, "Careful, you could get AIDS." What? Why? How did this happen to me? I don't understand what went wrong. How do I mix those two things up? But whatever. I know the difference now, and that's all that matters. But I do sometimes mix up saying tetanus and Tetris. Careful, you could get Tetris. I ended up learning a lot while making this video, and since I debunked a bunch of lies, I'm going to tell you a truth I found out recently, real quick, since this is the intro. So a friend asked me,
There's no doubting what you
There's that beautiful man!
These are clearly stated.
He's my woo.
There are just certain design choices that were made for these robots that we don't fully understand. We were hoping that you could shed some light on those.
She can dance. She can sing. She's equipped with built-in helium tech, floating balloons right at her fingertips. She can take song requests. She can even dispense ice cream.
With all due respect, those aren't the design choices we were curious about, Mr. Afton.
What's the sensation?
Mr. Afton? Hello, everybody. My name
Oh, Mr. Afton!
Now we're in a sister location, which means that
we're not in a Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. And that introduction was interesting because we just got introduced to two new characters we've never heard from before. Or at least that's what I'm assuming, because that definitely wasn't Phone Guy. And the other guy, Mr. Afton, seems to be the designer of at least these animatronics. Now, in my mind, I'm wondering if this guy designed all the animatronics, but I'm not 100% sure about that because these guys are definitely from a fundamental standpoint different than the previous animatronics. So, honestly, who knows? We don't know anything at this point, so I'm going to stop theorizing. I'm going to stop assuming anything about this game because I don't know a damn thing, and we're going to get right into the meat of the story right now. So, I want to thank Scott for giving me early access to it.
Since I posted this video, or maybe an hour. And then we'll watch one of my videos to finish it off.
Welcome to the first day of your exciting new career.
Hi!
Whether you were approached at a job fair, read our ad in screws, bolts, and hairpins, or if this is the result of a dare, we welcome you. I will be your personal guide to help you get started. I'm a Model 5 of the Handyman's Robotics and Unit Repair System, but you can call me Handyman. Your new career promises challenge, intrigue, and endless janitorial opportunities. Please enter your name as seen above the keypad.
Oh,
This
okay.
cannot be changed later, so please be careful.
Wait, is my name? Do I have to enter that name? I mean, okay, wait a minute. Mike, as in Mike Schmidt? Because Mike Schmidt was the first guy from the first Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm not 100% sure that was that. I don't know if I can hit this. I think I got it. M-A. No. Where's R? I can't read this. Shit.
It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad.
No.
I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. One moment. Welcome, ex-Benedict.
I'm not Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm me. I'm Markiplier. Thanks for entering my name correct. Oh, Jesus.
And then we'll go up like a compilation.
Oh, that's so weird. Oh, what is this? Where am I? Hello? Is someone gonna let me out of here? Am I actually...
Multiply your FNAF compilation. Nope. I just am not doing that.
Oh! Oh, that's
sorry.
cool. Oh, that's really cool. Now, Scott, when he gave me the key, he said that this game was going to be
You
very...
can now open the elevator using that bright, red, and obvious button.
Alright, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right then. Oh boy. Why is it all danger? Why is it danger? Why are we going in the... supposed to do? I was trying. I was really trying. Oh God, that was horrifying. I had to fight for my life. Oh, I had to really pull on the son of a bitch. Oh jeez. How? How could you be on the desk again? Oh fuck this. So like, oh, okay. So my problem was I was pulling away too far. What I needed to do was I needed to keep my little mouse hand on it and like keep it there. That was good though. Oh man, I like this. This is good. That was legitimately terrifying. It was so stress inducing. Shut the fuck up. Oh. Hey. You still there? Hi. So you... No, you don't know that. You don't. Oh, that's so weird. That's so weird. No. 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 Okay, I just gotta click and hold on it. There we go. That's much better. So, like an idiot, I was under the desk, just kind of like, oh no! Oh, that's flipping away from me! I'm such a fool! And then they killed me. I hate my brain. So what's interesting is the voice on the intercom after the power shutdown was not Baby, because I believe this is Baby. Oh, geez. Come on! I'm pulling really hard. Ah! Oh, jeez. I'm pulling his... Okay, there we go. This is Baby whispering to me because I remember from the trailer... Who's watching this? Who's watching this? Okay. Bye. Who's watching you? Who's watching?
When your guide comes back online, he is going to tell you that he was unsuccessful, that you must restart the system manually. He will then tell you to crawl through Ballora Gallery as fast as you can to reach the breaker room. If you follow his instructions, you will die. Ballora will not return to her stage anymore. She will catch you. The power will be restored shortly. When you crawl through Ballora Gallery, go slowly. She cannot see you and can only listen for your movement. When you hear her music become violent, she is
Remotes and pieces sitting up here. How many times you threw it on the floor between last time and
It
this time?
seems that the power system cannot be restarted automatically. You will need to restart the power system manually. Please return to the primary control module.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that thing. I'm gonna go there. Okay, here we go. Going to the Ballora. Going to see Dancy Pants. We're gonna have a good old time. And listen to the circus gallery. Stand to the door. Oh, jeez, this game. Okay.
You will now be required to crawl through the Ballora Gallery using the vent to your left to reach the breaker room. It is recommended that you stay low to the ground and reach the other side as fast as possible as to not disturb Ballora. I will deactivate myself momentarily as to not create an auditory disturbance. Deactivating.
No! Okay, bye! Alright, so apparently if I go through this super fast, I'll die. Let's go through the super...
1 out of 10 seems way higher in my head than when I said it. I like this game. But it's not a 1 out of 10, it's higher than that. But if you wasn't a big fan of this game, who made this? Hey guy, you made this game. I'm looking at you. If you want me to rate this game higher on the famous Albert rating scale, you're gonna have to make a new superhero. He's gonna shoot ice out of his hands, and you're gonna call him Chill Man. And he's gonna have a chill face. Do you hear me, baby? I like this game a little bit more because I think the guy who made it is kind of handsome. Yeah, they need to have a chill man, and instead of that stupid default face, it has a chill face. Then I will freely advertise their game, like I'm doing now, I guess.
It seems you are taking a long time. Please proceed as quickly and as quietly as possible.
Us as Roblox YouTubers, we are a community. We are like a family who loves each other, bathes each other with sponges, and kisses, and kisses each other. All Roblox YouTubers, male, female.
That is closer than I previously suspected you to be!
Dennis ready to chill over his cat. We are all just really tight-knit community. So whenever some YouTuber decides to make a game, like I think Sketch, he made Pal's Doomspire, and I said, hey Sketch, you did a bad job on this. I looked Sketch in the eye. I played his game and I said, Sketch, this sucks. Well, there's me. There's my dead body that this girl is about to walk on. Sketch, you let this happen. You let that happen. So I'm confused on how the game... Yeah, good job, Sophia. Good job spelling your name wrong, too. Okay, I might have said a mean thing about this game, but this is actually really fun. This isn't the game I'm playing, though. Hey, get over here, boy. Oh, wait, no. I mean, you, boy, not me, boy. Okay. Get over here. No, please. Come on. All right.
You may now interface with the breaker control box. Using the interface may disrupt nearby electronics. If you feel you are in danger, feel free to disconnect the interface temporarily until it is safe to reconnect.
Mascot response audio.
Alright, so I think this is like a murder mystery game. Oh, okay, up here. Intermission, you have 8 seconds before you can go in. Okay, now we wait.
Who the fuck is that?
Okay, I'm ready. Oh! Oh, wait, press R to ready up or... Oh, well, what made you think I didn't want to play the game?
No.
Okay, R. I'm ready now.
Bill, how big is this place?
I am going to die here. So this was made by the crew, which consists of
Danger level maximum.
Sidang and Ant, and Tofu and Okay, today's challenge. So I have 21 hours to play 2 matches. It will probably take me 21 hours at this rate right now. Why does it take a whole minute to get through a game? That's way too much time wasted. Why do I have to press
I thought he got elevated.
What made you think I played click play? I smashed that play button. I smashed it. And what made you think
I just gotta hold it, right?
I didn't want to play the game. Why do I have to say play game again? Sorry, I'm being a little mean.
Okay.
Loading match and waiting again. Please load faster. Why am I waiting again? I just waited a minute. You could have spent that time loading it. Alright, the match will begin in 10 more seconds. I gotta wait another 10 seconds?
Match starts in 5 seconds.
Oh, wow, that's kind of creepy. The girl actually talks to you. That's interesting. I like that. Okay, what? Okay, you can't zoom out. 10 people are alive, unfortunately. Oh, God! Okay, that guy was about to throw something at me. Let me just stab you. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, ow, wait, why am I'm pressing, okay, sorry, it messed up my keys. What? I stabbed him! Spectate, or is he hacking? I stabbed you 3 times. He stabs me once.
You will now be required to collect or accelerate these events to reach the breaker room. Deactivate.
I have to wait another 4. Okay, don't forget to smash that R button.
You are now ready.
Okay.
I am now. Why
I think that's all for this episode.
Who are you?
I made a lot of progress.
I was talking to a female. She's gonna kill me.
Look, I can't deny it's different. It's definitely different, but it's got elements of a lot of different things here. And then, what's really interesting here is I haven't explored the entirety of the game yet. There's still another section, and apparently according to the map, there's 10 other sections out there and more vents to crawl through. So many things to worry about. This is legitimately amazing what has been accomplished here, and I love it. It's really good. And my God, I know. I didn't think it was Freddy that was gonna get me. I didn't know who was talking there. Like, who the fuck was that? And who was the mascot? Was that little Bonnie on the puppet stand? Oh, there's no one in there! I have no idea.
Why does she count it down? She says 5
Welcome,
starts in 5 seconds.
ex-Benedict.
I'm not Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm me. I'm Markiplier. Why do I want Nancy Pants to be mad at me? Foxy is a big old bag of dicks.
For other options, press 4.
There's no numbers! I can't put any numbers in here! Baby! Baby, come out! Baby, come back! Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm trying, guys! I'm trying! Shut the fuck up! Oh!
No! Stop! Dude,
Okay. What do I do?
Alright, back to the lobby again. Did I complete? How have I not played 2 matches already? Oh, wait! Oh, no! I forgot to press the R button. It's loading the match. Oh, no.
You need to worry about me.
I'm gonna have to wait another 10 minutes.
I need to worry about me.
Oh,
Don't mind me yelling. I yell when I'm nervous. We did it. We're the best in the world, and we are friends.
Thank you, voices in my head
Casual
telling me that I'm
bongos have
ready.
turned sour.
There is no need to check on Baby tonight. Please refrain from entering unauthorized areas. Proceed directly to Funtime Auditorium. You have been provided with a flash beacon.
I love you. I have made games such as Sonic Obama, Burger King Chicken USA. I think that says enough. I have Food Simulator, award-winning game. Look at this. Award-winning.
Why is the Lord looking at me? Why is the Lord looking at me? Why did I whistle so damn much? Oh, hi. Who the fuck is that?
Whispering.
What the fuck are you?
In my ear.
I'll look at you in just a second. Holy shit.
Okay, health on the bottom left. Okay, how many works does me stabbing someone in the chest take? Here, let me just, here, please stand still.
Oh,
Thank you.
wiggling. I'm wiggling. I was waggling.
How did I not hit him?
Wowie, zowie, oopie, pow.
Including here.
Fucking
6 Wait, what? 6 HP? Wait, how? Oh, yes! 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 It was 3 minutes! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Scientific measurements and like the conversions.
Oh, good day at work. I get to keep my glorious crown and continue to call myself the king of Hyrule. Sorry, did I not say that right?
How is this not? How did that not stab you? How is this not stabbing you? Excuse me, game. I'd like to have a question. How are most
Hi,
things not
baby.
eating
How you doing? You
got
enjoying
game?
my
Maybe
body?
polish your knife.
Get out of here.
Game.
No
Why is
way.
every single
No,
server- why
no,
does your
not
running
happening. No,
water-
not
let's just
no.
listen to
That's
the
a big
man
no.
peeing
Fudge,
in the
fudge,
sky.
fudge.
Very hydrated. He is peeing a
There is
lot.
no way that
That's why
is
we
going
drink
to
running
work.
water.
It
Drink
is
a
a
lot of
load
water,
of
guys.
bullshit, and I hate it a lot.
Drink a lot of water. At least they have romantic swings for couples of 3. That's nice. I still haven't played 2 matches yet. Guys, if you saw this video, no wait! Oh my god, the match is loading.
It's a 2-star.
Please make it so I don't have to.
It's a 2-star. 2 for victory. However the fuck that understand this. Oh god, is baby on the way? Baby's on the way. Oh shit, this is Five Nights at Babies.
You are now
I'm
ready.
not gonna
I
make it.
am ready, aren't I?
You get really squirrely at 4 a.m., huh? Don't you? I got my exotic butters. Yes, and I buttered my popcorn from all around the world. I did it. Place the crown upon my head, ow, and then call me the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. So I don't think there's anything new.
Whole minute that I spent, that was a minute I've been saving up, and you could have loaded the match in that time.
How long until someone makes a remix of
Exotic butters.
Match starts in 5 seconds.
Which one do I want?
No, wait! Am I stuck? No!
This one's that one, and then the reaction will be over.
Excuse me, I'm running into the walls apparently. No, please. Okay, let me just try again. Here, let me just try. I think I'm apparently bumping into something. Please take me with you. So, can you fix the, guy who made the thing? Can you fix the part where I'm too fat and I can't even tell if you're getting I had too many Twinkies. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to get up this way because I'm way too fat for that one. Apparently, okay, thank you for the boost, buddy. I'm gonna stand you. Okay, I remember to ready up this time. I have done the first step to victory. Now I just need to control the other steps. Remember, you can't stab anyone because that you basically get one more health. You got the phase where if you stab them, when you stab them, you're injecting them with painkillers or something. That was a really painful scene. Come in, let's see what you made of this.
Match starts in 5 seconds.
Really? Never, will never get used to it. Alright, so now, since you're AFK, I can throw this at you. Wait, did it hit him? It hit his foot. Here, let me just, here, let me get this refill. Oh, sorry, air that I hit. It's really difficult to do this. Oh, wait, it says I have 2 hearts left. How many? Wait, what? Oh, I could have sworn I mentioned it.
Wait, no, that's...
3 HP, not bad. Still, 4 HP. Okay, don't have a knife. Please. No. I tried to stab you.
Control with our moving and storage solutions. Pack what you want. Please store it for Adam.
Oh, you can get a revolver? Why didn't you just give us that in the first place? That'd be way more fun. 45, 4, 44, 3, 43, 2, what? You're getting me so many mixed emotions. Hey guys, how you doing? I have a gun. That's a gun that actually does nothing. A gun that actually doesn't shoot where I want it to. It's just like Fortnite. I just, hey, please stand still. No, oh my gosh. Oh god, oh god, that's actually kind of cool. It's like Fortnite kind of. Oh my god. Okay, I did it. Oh, wait, I somehow hit him. Get out of here. Hey, I won. That's cool. I don't feel like I won, though. It's just way too hard to control. I don't know, that's just me. Oh, cool, I only have 2 more matches to complete after those million matches I've done. Man, again, this isn't meant to, like, hate on anyone. It's just, I feel like I'm giving good advice for the game. This is for educational purposes, just like all my other videos. You uneducated rats. Can I get like, this thing's pretty cool. Why don't you have this thing game? Oh, I forgot to ready up last time. Oh my god. Has my story yet? The young lady hasn't told me to go. This is 5 seconds. I've gone by. Okay, we just stand out, please. We just stop all this throwing nonsense. No, please. Alright, I'm gonna do that to you. To you! Okay, that was it. That's all good. Hey, come on. Okay, why is this not? I'm so confused. I didn't even so clearly just do it. Oh my god, I actually just hit you in the head. That was crap. Oh my god, I just hit you in the thing.
Okay, guys, bye. Please like and subscribe.